Any views or opinions expressed on KUR are not necessarily those of Kutztown University, Kutztown University Student Government, Kutztown University Student Services Incorporated, KUR staff and management, or other affiliated organizations.
This is Kutztown Live, Kutztown University's campus and community issues talk radio magazine. You can listen back to any of our episodes of Kutztown Live by going to Spotify and searching Kutztown University Radio. And now, your hosts of Kutztown Live.
All right. Thank you so much, Mike. We're so pleased to be here today. Well, we're about 5 months into the pandemic, and the Chamber has shifted into virtual programming, and we're very pleased that we're able to continue now for almost 4 years with our partnership with Kutztown University Radio. Very fruitful partnership, and we've interviewed more than 60 chamber members during the course of those 4 years. And we have another special guest today. Before I introduce our member guest, I'd like to announce that we have a special launch event and ribbon cutting, which will be held this Thursday, August 6th, in Kutztown at the Kutztown Park. We do have a COVID-19 policy for all chamber-hosted and organized events, so we will be using and practicing social distancing and using our masks. But one of our members, Celebrate Together Event Rentals and Design, is celebrating a significant anniversary and launching a new mobile design unit. There will be music, there will be games, there will be food from Mad Dogs, and there'll be ice cream. So it is open to the public and certainly all of our members. And that again is this Thursday, August 6th, starting at 4:30, and we'll conduct a ribbon cutting around 5 p.m. So please be sure to check out this special ribbon cutting event with the mobile showroom launch. Today, my guest is Kyle Sorensen. Kyle is a doctor of physical therapy at Good Shepherd Physical Therapy at the Kutztown office. Kyle, welcome to the program.
Hi, Laura. Thank you for having me.
You know, it's interesting. When I look back over our chamber records, I know that you've been working in the Kutztown branch for probably about 2 years. But the Kutztown office of Good Shepherd has been a member of the chamber for nearly 18 years. So we're very pleased to have you as a member and to have that ongoing support. Now, Kyle, we know that today many people are accustomed to, having physical therapy, hearing about physical therapy. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the types of services that you offer and some of the more common conditions for which people may seek out physical therapy as a treatment.
All righty. So with us being an outpatient type service, we see the whole general orthopedic. So that's even post-op, so any kind of surgery, orthopedic based, but also we see pre-op patients, which is becoming very popular among surgeons in the area. What prehab is you come to physical therapy 1, maybe 2 times prior to like a total knee or a total hip or surgery. And what research shows is the outcomes are substantially better having a course of prehab, a couple weeks before you get this outpatient procedure. Other things we offer is just general aches and pains, something that maybe developed overnight, something that's been nagging you for months or even years. You finally are like, that's the last straw, I need to get this taken care of. Other things Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I know that many people are plagued with sciatica, especially when they're sitting at their computers during this long period of business disruption, working remotely. So that's probably a common ailment that you see.
Very much so. So yeah, we kind of lump sciatica in kind of a general low back pain classification, and low back pain is the number one reason somebody comes to see us in physical therapy. Another very common reason is dizziness. There's so many different reasons for dizziness, and we do have somebody who's trained specifically in vestibular. She has all the special, what we call the Frenzel's goggles, all different techniques like that. We also have aquatics at our facility. So we have a pool, 3 different levels for multiple different reasons. And the nice thing that we offer at our facility is what's called the fitness program. So those patients who are discharged from formal therapy, they have the option to come back and use our facilities as a fitness member. It's a $25 fee for the entire month. Come and use the facilities that you would like in the land, but we also extend that to the pool as well. And not forget to mention, we also have a certified hand therapist at our facility, very unique in the therapy world, and she's fantastic at what she does. So if you ever have issues from the elbow down, Kathy's your woman.
So for example, carpal tunnel or tennis elbow, things like that, right?
And of course, in therapy, we like to try the conservative treatment approach first. So if that's kind of like your mindset, you're like, hey, I'm not really sure about surgery, I want to try conservative methods first, we're your place to come.
Well, that absolutely makes sense. Now, during this period of COVID-19, what are some of the ways that you've had to adapt during these the treatments and how you enact your therapies?
Use the keyword there, adapt. It's an ongoing, daily, definitely weekly kind of adaptations that we go. Some of it's regulated by the state and local government authorities. Kind of look at it both ways. First thing is on the therapist side. So all therapists are masked the whole time. We also have goggles that we wear the whole time. We wash prior to, after, and during as needed in between each patient encounter. Each staff member has to sign off on a list of questions and also have their temperatures taken at the beginning and end of day. We kind of extend the same procedures to the patients as well. Every patient coming in has the list of questions read to them, a temperature reading upon coming in, washing their hands upon entry and exit. And then we also, of course, maintain social distancing. Other things that we started to do, not only on our site, but across the network, is do telehealth visits. We've been at it since April, I believe, and we've gotten relatively good and efficient at it. But at first, it was definitely a learning process.
Well, I'm sure that while you're enacting all those practices and taking guidance from the CDC and the state, it makes your patients feel much safer and more comfortable when they come into your facility.
Absolutely.
Now, if someone has never experienced physical therapy and it's been recommended or they're considering it, what are some questions that they should ask you as a physical therapist to see if it is something that would be required for them?
Well, of course, it's going to depend. But in general, trying conservative treatments first can be beneficial because of course, going to a surgery can, it's not always the best outcomes, especially depending what the reason's for, depending on your age, any comorbidities. But with physical therapy, there's very low risk. Compared to surgery, of course, ultimate risk could be death, unfortunately. But with therapy, that risk is very low. So if you're looking for more of a low risk approach, it's helpful. I also tell my patients too, if, let's say, let's try therapy first, even if you're unsure about it, whether you do good or don't do good, it's still valuable information, not only for us, but also for the referring physician, because it kind of can help with that differential diagnosis process of, hey, maybe you thought it was this. It should have responded to physical therapy, but it didn't. Now we have more guidance on how to change your plan of care going into the future. And generally, you can know that answer within just a few short weeks of therapy. Mm-hmm. Therapy is most successful if you stay consistent, not only with the clinic visits, but with your home exercise program that's given to you by the therapist.
What is the typical number of visits for one of your patients? How long does it usually take to remedy a condition? And I'm sure that you also offer exercises to do outside of the facility.
Yes, so that home exercise program, HEP for short, is the key. Typically what a course of therapy looks like is anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, 2, maybe 3 times per week, depending on what your needs are, and following that up and staying consistent with your home exercise program. Now, of course, everybody's situation is different, but generally we recommend to do that 1 time per day, and then you supplement with therapy. And the difference between like HEP and in-clinic stuff is we advance the exercises in the clinic, but you also can receive a lot of hands-on manual therapies that obviously can't be done at home. But other things we take into consideration is what's your insurance like? Do you have a really steep copay? Well, if that's the case, maybe we'll do 1 time per week or every other week, which I've done before with patients to help accommodate them financial burden. Visit limits, authorization limits, different things like that. We always try to accommodate for various reasons.
Yeah, again, I'm sure your patients appreciate that. Now, I know that your facility is located in Kutztown, as we said, in the Weiss Market Shopping Plaza. if there's someone listening today that would like to get in touch with you, how can they reach you?
The best way, if you're stopping by, just to stop in. We have a wonderful woman up front. Her name is Ruth, very, very friendly. She can hand you all the necessary paperwork, business cards, pamphlets, different things like that. We have a phone number if people are interested. It would be 610-683-5390, option 2. And that option 2 is very important because that's how you get directly to us at our site. And of course, you can always go look on the Good Shepherd website as well and filter down by outpatient sites to Kutztown.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Kyle. Do you have any closing remarks before we end our interview today?
There's a slogan out there that says choose PT, and the whole theory behind it is just try PT first. Again, to try more of that conservative, holistic approach before going through, chronic medications, maybe a surgery that wasn't very successful. So just try to keep your options and mindset open as physical therapy goes forward.
All right. Thank you so much, Kyle.
Thank you very much for having me.
In closing today, I would like to welcome a brand new member to the Northeast Berks Chamber, CASA of Berks County. The office is located in Wyomissing, and Nancy McCullough is the executive director. For more information about the Northeast Berks Chamber, visit northeastberkschamber.com or contact me via email at ldg@northeastberkschamber.com or call us at the office at 610-683-8441. Thank you.